kids. How you guys doing today? I'm tired. I spent most of the day in the car yesterday, driving down to Terre Haute, Indiana, for a sad occasion. I lost a relative. But I'm here today to share a beer with you because, well, I love beer. And I love you guys too, so. So, I decided I'm going to drink it out of this dab glass because I know the type of beer it is, and I know it's probably going to be pale and cloudy. But it's not a hazy pale ale. No. This beer, the beer offering, if you will, for today, is from Polyanna Brewing Company, and it's a Hefeweizen. And the name of it is Humpenscrump. I'm looking to see. There's some sort of picture in the background. It's sort of zoomed in. There is a legend on it, so that'll probably explain the picture. 5.2% alcohol by volume, 16 fluid ounces. You know, like I said, I was going to drink it out of this one. My dab glass, dab mug. So, let's read these really tiny, tiny words. Luckily, though, the printing is dark on a white background, so. Oh, we really like alliteration and classic words. So when we learned that a medieval stringed instrument known as the Humpenscrump existed, we had to match it with a Hefeweizen brewed with 100% German malt, wheat, hops, and yeast. This beer is super smooth, soft and clean, with ripe discernible bitterness. With no discernible bitterness. I apologize for that. Something in the background cut off the N. And anyway, a light sweetness and notes of banana and clove make this perfect on a hot sunny day. Unfortunately, it is not a hot, nor is it a sunny day. It's still winter here in the Chicagoland area. When I was a kid, I used to say that phrase, Chicagoland area. You hear it all the time on like car commercials. The greater Chicagoland area. And I always wondered, where were the roller coasters in Chicagoland? So, there are still more tiny, tiny words. Pairs well with friends. Awesome. And it's a seasonal release. And I guess this guy is playing a Humpenscrump instrument on here. It looks like one of those instruments that you see on like TikTok or YouTube where you got a crank on one side and things to finger on this side. So a stringed instrument, but the crank actually controls the plucking of the strings. So let me give you guys a gander of the candor, and you can see that's the neck of the Humpenscrump. There's the body of it underneath the name. There's some fingers of the guy turning the crank. So, and as I said, there's the legend down there. Of course, it has the standard government warning. There's lots more tiny words besides the government warning of not tightrope walking with flaming balanced beam while pregnant and drunk. Brewed and canned by Polyanna Brewing Company, Lamont, Illinois. Drink, recycle, stay optimistic. Okay, so those are worth putting the glasses back on for. I like to stay optimistic. And so, let us continue with this fabulous beer. I like Polyanna. Polyanna has quite a few fun beers out there. And I also know that they do really well on traditional brews as well. So I'm looking forward to this Hefeweizen, because Hefeweizen is probably one of my favorite styles of beer. They're all very mild, not very bitter. I do like some beers that are bitter, but I would say I gravitate more towards the stuff that's not, like stouts and things like that. So let's just pour this out and see what it looks like. It is golden in color, and I expected this to be cloudy, but it is not. So usually Hefeweizens are not filtered. Oh wait, there is some sediment coming out of the can. Nope, still pretty darn crystal clear. Slightly hazy. It did not really head up very much, and the head that is there is collapsing. But, I mean, how can you go wrong with a Hefeweizen with the name of Humpenscrump? I love that. So, all right, let's give it a sniffing glass and see what we can see. I smell the yeast. I smell a little bit of the roast of the grains, the malt, in other words. It just smells like a classic Hefeweizen, though, which is just fine, because a classic Hefeweizen is still an awesome beer. So, let's tuck in. Oh, my mouth is watering, my goodness. Let's tuck in and see what this Hefeweizen is like. Ooh. I did say no discernible bitterness, but I got a little bit out of it. It says there's a light sweetness to it. I'm not getting sweets. Is it me? Probably. Let's see. Well, on the bitterness scale, I would say it was a 1 or a 2. It does not end bitter, but when it's in your mouth, it's a beer presence. All right? It is smooth, very smooth. This could be a beer to lose control of. I mean, especially when they said it's best to be enjoyed on a sunny day, a hot sunny day. If there was a hot sunny day and I had a 4-pack of this Polyanna, I would definitely not have any left by the end of the day. It's an easy drinking beer. It's very tasty, a little bit burpy, and I'm enjoying it. I sort of expected, I sort of expected a little more out of it than this, but I'm happy. I'm happy I have it. It's a good beer. So let's go back in a little bit more. It's a very tasty beer. Let's answer the questions. If I saw this in the store, would I pick it up? Yeah, I would. If there were other offerings around it that I wanted more, I would probably go for those. But it's still a good beer, a very solid Hefeweizen. If someone handed me one of these at a party, would I be happy? Definitely. It's a high quality beer, and I'm enjoying it. I'm just not sure if it's my total cup of tea, if you will. I enjoy Hefeweizens, and I am enjoying this beer, but there's nothing really that's discerning it from other Hefeweizens that I've had. It's good and solid, though. It is. If you're a flavored beer enjoyer, someone who likes beer flavored beers, this is a good beer for you. You would enjoy this beer. It's not going to be like your lagers or your pilsners, but it's definitely a beer flavored beer. Of course, I'm enjoying it so much that I'm, already halfway through this pint and already thinking about the next beer. so I'm actually pretty happy that I only have this one. So, because otherwise I'd be drinking this for the rest of the night. And let's face it, a guy my size doesn't need a bigger beer belly. So, yes, I can say that I like it. As I said, it's not really much that is differentiating it from other Hefeweizens that I had. But to tell you the truth, I've never had a bad Hefeweizen. So this Polyanna, Humpenscrump, decent stuff. If you like Hefeweizens, give it a try. I recommend it. So, speaking of recommending this, if you like this channel, or you have friends that you know like beer on the same level that I like beer, please recommend this channel to them. Please like and hit the subscribe button, if you will. If you want to talk to me about any of the beers that I've drank, or any of the beers that you've drank, please make use of that comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time. I got an awesome beer to share. Thanks.